program, it's 0.2%. Not much of an increase, and it's not very good. Not bad, but not good. And inventories surprisingly kicked up again. And there was no good news out there, and here the Dow's up 136 points. So, anyway, do you have anything to add, Melody?
No. You know, people have a hard time understanding, and, you know, I know there's various parts of this country. No part of the country is the same as another. It varies by a wide degree. People tell me all day long now, you know, Melody, I look around and I just don't see any changes. We don't see people hurting. We see them, you know, going into their 7-Elevens and buying their, you know, lottery tickets and buying their, you know, overpriced food things that you buy at these, you know, grocery stores, at the gas station and everything, so they can use their credit card. That's just like, how can they continue to do it?
Well, you know, people, when they have these kind of problems, debt, there's a flight from reality that takes place.
True.
And they say, you know, what are they going to do, put me in jail?
Yeah.
And they don't care. That's half the population. Gold is now 23 and silver is now 98 cents. But there is people who are cutting back, paying off their debt, and saving. But it's certainly not more than half the population, that's for sure. And it may be as little as 1/3. Anyway, I got some questions here. This one's from Carol. Please read this on Melody's show. You stated at one time that you will tell us when to sell gold and silver. You stated that there would be a time to sell pre-1933 gold and buy bullion. You also said that there will be a time to sell silver and buy gold. Well, won't it be difficult to find bullion to buy at that time, and then won't that fall under the Roosevelt confiscation rules? And the answer is no. There are no Roosevelt confiscation rules for today. They were for 1933. But I will say, government can do anything they want. And like last time, only 25% of the people turned their gold in. The other 75% did not. And you're going to get the same result today were they to do that. And not enough Americans own gold. It's not worth it.
And I think if you couldn't find bullion coins, the $20 gold pieces would go. I mean, they would just be unlimited. But I don't know. What I assume, Bob, is there's a lot of this that we have to wait until we reach at these various points, because we really don't know what will be available, what isn't available. You know, maybe by the time we sell our $20 gold pieces for a bullion, maybe it'll be time to buy some land, or maybe it will be time to buy that building. So a lot of this we just have to wait and see as we go along. And
many of us may want to get out of the country as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told people I get, 5 or 6, 10 emails a day on that. I tell them, get your passports. Who knows where this thing's going to go? It is not going to be good. And the United States is in England, and followed by Europe, are going to be absolutely upside down. And so you keep that in mind. But I don't see any confiscation, and I'm a big fan of graded pre-33 coins, and it's proven out The people who have bought those coins have done better by far than those who have bought bullion. But historically, they're still way underpriced, just like the shares. Mm-hmm. Right, Melody?
Absolutely. I mean,
way underpriced.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm. And that means the public's not in the market. That's why they're way underpriced.
Yep.
Because there's no control, no government, no nothing in that market, except buyers and sellers. And it will happen. Numismatics will perform. Well, let's put it this way. If gold goes from 1,000 to 2,000, bullion will double. And at the same time, the worst case scenario is $3,000 for numismatic coins. And quite frankly, shares will go up more than the numismatic coins, because once they get underway, you're looking at 350 times earnings. That's what we experienced between 78 and 81. And just at 50 times earnings, you're looking at $10 stocks that'll be 40 or 50. So there's big, big money to be made here. And so listen to what we say, because we've been right. Right, Melody?
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at the 61 and 62 coins, the $20 gold pieces, even the 63 20 gold pieces, they are beyond their historic highs. I mean, they are, you know, and we're still far away from the spread. I mean, when those coins always tracked spot gold, and when gold did well, they did well. This time they really broke away from that small spread from the attachment of spot gold. The higher grades, they're still far away from their highs. I mean, heck, you had 64 Liberties over $5,000. You had 65 Liberties, $15,000. So, I mean, now they're selling, you know, $5,500. So they got long way to go. And the spread, I mean, when they hit their highs, gold was trading around $400 or $500. So they had huge spreads from spot gold. So, and they'll reach they'll backtrack to their highs very easily. Very easily.
And on top of it, dealing with Melody, you're not going to get ripped off. I have to add that because I run into it every single day, and it's heartbreaking. And you have no idea what goes on out there.
You know, sometimes people get mad at me, Bob, because my price might be $5 more than someone else's. And it's just like, you know, I know who my competitors are. And I'm sure if you look long and hard enough, you'll find somebody that can beat my price. I mean, it's just business. But you know what? I am more consistent than anybody out there. My prices are always the same. My premiums are always the same. Everything is still the same, just like the title song going into the program. Still the same. You know what to expect. And sometimes you can save $5, maybe $10 on a bullion coin, but I'll guarantee you the horror stories that I've heard. I've had people tell me that I go think that I'm locked in at a price. They get my money, then they call me and tell me I need to send them more. Or if gold goes up, they cancel trades. You know, it makes it sound like you're buying gold bullion coins at spot or a little bit above spot. And folks, it doesn't happen. You know, very rarely does it ever happen. I can't say never, but, you know, if it's too good to be true. I'm done.
You sure?
Yeah.
I was just out writing down the closes. I see the interest rates have moved down again, which means the government's really active in that market. The Dow was up 136. S&P was up the equivalent of the Dow 142, and NASDAQ 180. The Dow was 10,407. And I know gold is still moving up. I'll come back to you with prices as I see them here.
Bob, this question came in from Ron, since we're kind of on this subject. Was there any particular reason that T-bonds rose so much today?
I don't know. All I can, the market's being manipulated by the Federal Reserve, and the short rates